Stadium in Eugene. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, this team has really started to find its identity during this stretch. This win streak has got them confident and fired up. The recent climb into the top 15 reflects just how much confidence they've built over the last few weeks, and they now believe the college football playoff is within their grasp. They have got to keep performing and executing at a high level, and it all starts today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Moore with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there. You came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Here we go. Ready. 38.
Moore. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Red 18. Go.
Wants to throw it. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their 1st drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted, and the 1st drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your 1st drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Takes the handoff. It's Walton. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it back to him. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. For yardage. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Throwing, Carr. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Walton. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the single back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's Moore to throw. Got a man, it's Robinson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now on first down from the 30. Moore to the air. Looking left. Really good throw and a better catch to pick up a chunk of yardage.
You know, the corner route is definitely a timing route because you're pushing straight up the field to make it look like you're running a go, and then you break to the sideline. So quarterback and wide receiver really have to be on the same page with timing.
The Ducks will have it first and 10. The handoff. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Throwing Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it, looking for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
It's a first and 10 from the 42-yard line. Quick give. It's Edwards. He's past the sticks. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dante Moore rushes on, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Out wide right, it's Odom.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it. Touchdown, Irish! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moore. Throwing right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
For this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Fourth down, Moore. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 18 team, the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just feeds the running back. Racing down the left side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This could end up being the biggest drive of the game. Down 21-0, you have to keep it from getting out of hand. Gets away from one, he's got space. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Here's Moore to throw. Turns it upfield. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Moore to the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Myers on the move. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Using his feet. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Throwing Moore. Right side, it's Moore. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might as well run him again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Drives inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Out wide right, it's Robinson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Moore. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Walton. At the 35, he's open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The give. Taken down.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at this top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
If Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Moore. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch, it's Edwards. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They want that clock to run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Walton. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Keeps it on the ground. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. He wants a big play here late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He'll pull it down and run. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He stopped, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they are going to waltz out of here with a win.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity